Here's the bootleg Marvel Select Carnage. This figure has been on AliExpress for quite a while and I happen to have the original, so I decided to get it to compare. These parts over here, the accessories are not missing, they are all somewhere around at the bottom of the packaging. This packaging is totally bootleg and you guys know that Marvel Select doesn't come in packagings like this. So the front of the box has this small Venom head. And at the bottom is the word Venom with, I don't know, some symbiote stuff above the word. There's the word Carnage at the side of the box, very similar in design as the original Marvel Select. And on the other side is some picture of Carnage, I guess. I don't know where they got this picture from, but yeah, there it is. It doesn't look so sharp though. The printing is kind of blurry at the side. Here's the top of the box, just the word Carnage. Same goes for the bottom. What's printed at the back is totally the same as the one on the original Marvel Select. The quality of the printing is also actually quite decent. But of course, we know that it is bootleg because the packaging is totally different from the original. Here's a size comparison of the box with the normal sized Marvel Legends figure, deluxe figure, retro carded figure, and 2-pack. And this box is definitely bigger than the bootleg Venom because here's how the packaging of the bootleg Venom compares with the normal Marvel Legends figure. Here's the figure in the clamshell. Here's the empty box. And it has a cardboard at the back. So I don't know what picture is this at this cardboard backing on the inner side. And unlike the original Marvel Select, which comes with everything cable tied, this figure has a clamshell with cover. So this is how the figure looks like on the clamshell. Honestly, nothing stays in place because the moment I lift it up straight, everything's gonna drop. Let's get the figure out. Here is the original and bootleg Marvel Select Carnage. The Marvel Select Carnage comes with 14 accessories, 4 long tendrils, 5 shorter twirly tendrils, but for this one, I bought second hand and the seller lost one of them, so I only have 4 of the original twirly tendrils, 2 alternate hand blades, and 3 different heads. The bootleg comes with the same exact number of accessories. Let's check out all of the accessories starting with the head. For this first pair of head, the pink paintwork at the mouth area is different. For the original, it has the pink paintwork seeping through the grooves of the teeth. But for the bootleg, the pink is simply just at the center portion of the mouth and it does not go through the teeth area. The paintwork of the eyes on the nose bridge area is also better on the original. On the bootleg, the white paintwork is kind of lacking slightly. From the side view, you can see there is a slight texture on the eyes of the original head that is missing on the bootleg head. You can also see the black wash on the grooves of the original head that is missing on the bootleg. From the back, you can see lines of black paintwork that is missing on the bootleg as well. And here's the top of the figure. You can see the black paintwork kind of missing over here. Overall, definitely original is better. Same goes for the other head. You can see the black paintwork in the grooves of the original head, but for the bootleg, it's kind of lacking. There is almost no paintwork on the grooves of the bootleg head. You can also see that the mouth of the original is painted better on the inner side. You can see the pink and the black paintwork, but on the bootleg version, you can just simply see blotches of pink paintwork inside the mouth. From the side view, you can really see the awesome black paintwork on the grooves of the original head. The bootleg version is missing those black paintwork. The black outline is kind of lacking along the bottom side of the bootleg eyes. Here's the back of the head, the other side, and here's the top. The black wash on the original is definitely better with all the black paintwork seeping through the grooves. The bootleg does not have them. Here's the scalp of the unmasked Cletus Cassidy head. The scalp is really awesome on the original. On the bootleg, it's actually quite decent as well. On the original, you can see the black wash really clear all around the head. On the bootleg, there is almost no black wash on the symbiote part of the head. Here's the side view. You can see the black wash on the tendril at the top of the head. and is missing on the bootleg version. Back of the head and the other side. And here's the top. So the original head has really good black wash on the head, but the bootleg does not even have them. The sculpt is still good though, and you can also see the green eyes on the bootleg compared to the original. For the blades, the sculpt of the bootleg is exactly the same as the original. The main difference is the paintwork. For the bootleg, it is more black compared to the original. The original kind of have it more of kind of brownish in color. And one main difference to spot is the pegs. For the original, the pegs have those brownish paintwork for both of the blades. But for the bootleg, both the pegs of the blades are red in color. Here is the smaller blade. Decent sculpt and paintwork on the bootleg, but I think the paintwork on the original is definitely better. Here's the bigger blade. The sculpt of this symbiotic part is better on the original. It is more clearly defined. Here are the twirly tendrils. Like I mentioned earlier, I am missing one because the seller lost it. The main difference for this bunch of tendrils is the black wash. For the original, the black wash is really good. The black wash is kind of totally missing on the bootleg. This is the one that is missing for my original. You can see clearly the black paint wash on the original. The bootleg is kind of missing the black wash totally. Same goes for these long tendrils. For the original, the black wash is really good, but for the bootleg, almost no black paint wash. One important thing for the blade is that for the original, the red matches the figure. But for the bootleg blades, the red is actually brighter than the bootleg figure itself. So you can see the color discrepancy over here. Both the bootleg blades have the same problem, brighter red than the figure itself. Now, on to the figures. The head pegs are different in color. The original has darker red pegs, but the bootleg has brighter red. The sculpt on both figures are exactly the same, but on the original, it is definitely better. The veins and the symbiotic sculpt is more clearly defined compared to the bootleg. The shade of red on the original is also slightly more vibrant and brighter compared to the bootleg, which has slightly darker red. The black wash on the original is definitely way better than the bootleg. Actually, the bootleg is kind of missing the black wash. It does have the big patches of black paintwork, but for the black wash on the grooves of the figure, definitely the original did it better. Look at the paintwork on the shoulders compared to the bootleg. The bootleg is just simply red, but on the original, you can see the black paint seeping through. Same goes for the back. The original definitely has better paintwork than the bootleg. They have the same holes at the back and on both arms that is meant to insert the tendrils. Just a quick tip, if someone is selling this on the secondary market and you can only see the pictures, the most obvious way to differentiate between the original and the bootleg, you just look at the blades. The original blade has the veins painted red, but on the bootleg, the veins are not painted red. So that is the most obvious difference between the two. So no matter if the picture has bad lighting, you just have to look for this to double check whether it is original or bootleg. You can just take a look at the shoulders as well, that the black wash is there. Because for the bootleg, the black wash is missing on the shoulders. So that's the way to spot the bootleg from the original if you're buying them loose complete in the secondary market. For size comparison, here is Marvel Select Anti-Venom and Marvel Select Venom. The Marvel Select Carnage is actually slightly taller than both the Anti-Venom and the Marvel Select Venom figure. And this Marvel Select Anti-Venom is really awesome. Look at the amount of sculpt on it, and these things are really actually sharp. Really great figure, this one. Here's the Deluxe Venom and Hulk. The Marvel Legends Hulk is bigger than the Select Carnage, but the Select Carnage is slightly taller than the Deluxe Venom. Here's the Toy Biz Spider-Man Classics Venom and Hasbro Marvel Legends Venom. Here are the two Marvel Legends Carnage. And the Marvel Select Carnage definitely towers over both of them. And here's Retro Spidey. Look at the size difference. And here's MCU, Jonah Jameson. And MCU Spidey, the upgraded suit. Look at how small Spidey is. And here's movie Venom. I think the Marvel Select Carnage size matches the movie Venom because even in the movie, Carnage seems to be bigger than Venom. Look at the height difference. And the MCU Spidey would definitely stand no chance against Carnage. The paintwork and the sculpt on the original is definitely better than the bootleg. The packaging of the bootleg Select Carnage is also entertaining to me, just like the bootleg Marvel Legends Venom, because it's totally different, but at the same time it uses the same picture at the back as the original. And overall, in terms of the quality of the figure, it is quite decent. It doesn't fall apart or anything. So it's kind of a decent bootleg figure, but the paintwork isn't that great. But other than that, it does kind of match up to the original. Thanks for watching. Do check out my other reviews over here.